Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Ashley, and today I have my December Disney pin haul. I cannot believe this is rounding out the 2024 monthly Disney pin haul series. I also can't believe that I did one of these every month. I know some months were a little scarce, some months were pretty packed. Today we have pretty packed. And I also want to go ahead and say, I mean, this is going to be decently lengthy on its own, so I'm glad I made this decision today. But I was going to do, I ended up getting a lot of Disney pins from live sales, technically at the very end of the month of December. I really became a little addicted to Whatnot and Disney pin live sales and got a lot of pins on the live sales. And technically I got them in December. I ordered or purchased them in December. However, I've only had 2 packages come in. And so I think I'm going to make these I'm going to make that a separate video that's probably going to come out like mid-month, early to mid-month, of all the Disney pins I got from Whatnot live sales. And that'll be basically from like the end of December to the beginning of January-ish time frame. But I'm going to do that because it's a lot. It's a lot on its own, and putting them with all of these pins that I got in December would be literally like over an hour pin video. And as much as I personally would sit and watch that, I know a lot of people wouldn't, and I think it's just gonna be better to split them. So let's go ahead and dive into the pins I got in the month of December. Starting off with my 2 collections that I have collected this year. I collected the This Is My Home series from Disneyland and the Walt Disney World Parade series from Disney World in Florida. So the last pin for This Is My Home is Alice in Wonderland. Now I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I have actually never seen the original Alice in Wonderland, so I don't know, I don't know what I don't know. But this little like window is always like their kingdom behind them, and to me, this seems very dark and dreary to be Alice's. I would have assumed they would have done this like colorful Wonderland thing, but maybe that's the story. I don't know. I'm not really an Alice fan or collector, so I just don't know. It just surprised me. So let me know if you know. And the Walt Disney World Parades one, this is probably one of my favorites that we've gotten so far. It is Olaf and Marshmallow, and I love the baby marshmallows. It's actually them on the Frozen Ever After ride. You have like the boat that one's on, and then in the Frozen Ever After ride there are the tiny little animatronic baby marshmallow snowball things, and they're so cute. So I love that they made it onto this pin. Okay, now let's kind of move to the category of mystery boxes. I ordered 3 mystery boxes of this Loungefly, like cutie little Lion King series from Amazon. I was a little skeptical of what I might have gotten because I was concerned they would all be the same coming from Amazon. But I actually got 3 different and 3 new. I only had 1, so yeah. I didn't have super high chances of getting that duplicate, but anyways, I did pull 3 new ones, so I'm super excited about that. The first one is Rafiki. I had Simba, so as long as I didn't get Simba, I was happy. I got Nala, and I got Pumbaa, and he's really cute. If I can get my hands on the back there. There we go. So the 2 I am missing is Timon, and there's like it's probably, I think, the Chaser. It's like a rainbow, and they're walking across the Hakuna Matata infamous scene. Okay, now moving on to some purchases from my pin group. First I'll start with, I got this pin from eBay because I was really trying to get this little Chippendale teacup set. I was really trying to round out some of my loose ends of 2024, and I really wanted to get that. And I found that one on eBay for a really good price, or at least I thought it was. But then I started looking for Dale, and I could not at all find Dale by himself. And then in my pin groups, the sun is coming in strong and warm. In my pin groups, someone posted that they had both of them, but they weren't going to split it. And she had it for an amazing price. So I purchased it. So here we have Chip and Dale. And so now I have this Chip as a little trader because I don't need to. Moving on to some more of the paint palette series that are DSSH. I have Flounder and Cheshire, which I have shown you all before. I ended up getting 2 more in the month of December. The first one is Miko. This one is so cute because I just love the colors of the like oranges and the peach and such. And then the other one I got is Pascal, who is maybe my favorite from the series. No, Mickey would be my favorite, but he might be a second because I actually really like Pascal. I think he's a really cute sidekick. So now the only one I'm missing that they made is Mickey. I cannot find him anywhere online. So if you have this Mickey and you would like to trade or sell it to me, please comment down below. The last two generic online purchase pins that I made from Mercari, Poshmark, eBay, etc. are the two that I needed to complete the Doorways to Disney series. Y'all know I had 1 month in particular, I cannot remember which month it was, where I had lots of those to show. I bulked up and got most of that series in 1 month, but then I kind of took a little hiatus from that series. I didn't find any like getting posted for a great deal or anything like that, so I ended up getting them on Mercari for good deals, I believe. Got those two finally to finish December because I kind of just didn't want to carry that series into 2025 with me. I wanted to be able to tie it off with a bow. So anyways, this first one is the Alice one. I love this pin series. I think they are really cool since they have sliders and hinge elements. But we have Alice and the cute little leaf, and she slides over and then the leaf opens, and we have the Mad Hatter in the teacup, which is really cute. And I love this because you have the little lanterns, so it's kind of like the Disneyland teacups, and I absolutely love the Disneyland teacups so much more than the Disney World teacups because I think it's just so much more of an aesthetic area, and my friend Laura and I now have some really fun memories tied to that. The next one is the Star Tours one, and I have to say I'm kind of disappointed. I didn't know that this pin would have all this like webbing, this like dark webbing. I did not notice that in the seller's photos that they posted online. So that was kind of aggravating, but I then went and like just looked at pictures of this pin online, and it almost seems like every pin has some of that like darker printed webbing. It's just in like different patterns. So I don't really know that there's a way I could totally avoid it. I don't know if it's like aging or if it's just like kind of supposed to be that way, or if it's the way the enamel did. I don't know. I'm just like trying to let it go, but y'all know I struggle with my pins not being like in mint condition. But this one, we have the little droid robot that slides open, and then I think it is C-3PO on the inside. Here we have C-3PO on the inside, which I love him, so really cute. And now we have completed this little series. Okay, now moving on. The next pin I got is one that finally shipped and came in. This is from Pink a la Mode, and I did it pre-order. I pre-ordered this pin at the beginning of November, and it did not ship until the like beginning to middle of December, and then it actually took like 2 weeks to get here. It sat in transit, I'm sure in some post office or something, for quite some time. I was starting to get very concerned about it, but then finally it did get here. But this is quite literally one of the prettiest pins I probably own. It's a special edition pin. It is a Cinderella pin. Also, Cinderella, in my opinion, she has some of the prettiest pins, and I think it's because of the coloring. But it's called the Storybook pin, so I'm gonna have to see if they've ever done any more of these. This is just such a good size, and I think it is just gorgeous. I love the blue clock in the background, them dancing, and her castle back there. I just think this is a really beautiful pin. Honestly, you guys are gonna notice in coming videos and in the next little bit of this video, Pink a la Mode has started being some of my favorite pins. They are officially Disney licensed, so I believe that means you could trade them technically in the parks, but their pins are so beautiful. They put so much detail into their pins, and honestly, they have some of the like best sized pins for the pricing. I just feel like their pins are like generally good sized, whereas Parks Disney pins typically stay within the same size generally. Pink a la Mode has some beautiful pins. I'm just gonna go ahead and segue that into a Pink a la Mode live sale pin order that I did. They had a pin sale towards the end of December, I believe it was, and they had such good prices running. They were discounting a lot of their stuff, probably just kind of trying to like get it out, and I got a really good amount. So the first one I will go ahead and show you. I got some Disney Princess Flower pins. We'll start with Cindy. I'm seeing if they have it called a certain thing. I don't really know that they do, but these pins are gorgeous. Also, they also have their plastic wrap, so avoid that. But there's little sparkles in her hair, like not glitter in the enamel, but just like little sparkles on her hair. And I think it's so pretty. And honestly, this is probably my least favorite one of the bunch, which is saying something since it's a Cindy pin. The next one is an Ariel pin, and this one I absolutely love. I love the sparkles in the red hair, and I love the like starfish, not starfish, but like star flowers and like sea flowers. I know sea flowers is not an actual thing, but y'all know what I mean. The next one is Belle, and I absolutely love the roses. Belle is so pretty. Honestly, I've really been wanting to rewatch the live action Beauty and the Beast lately, and maybe I'm gonna go do that while I edit this vlog. And the next one, which is not a princess I collect, but I may start a mini series. There are a lot of times that pins come out for this movie and I just like love the color palette and the vibe so much, and this princess has one of my favorite color palettes, but this is Rapunzel, and I think this is probably the prettiest pin of this 4 that I got, because her look is just so gorgeous, and all the flowers in her hair and the colors, the pinks and the purples. I just think this is like probably the prettiest pin of that little set, in my opinion. Next, we have a smaller pin. This is like the smallest one I got from this little allotment. This one is a Cinderella pin. It doesn't say anything specific on like a series or anything, but we just have this little Cindy pin, and she's looking at the glass slipper. I loved that, and I think this was just like such a good deal. I couldn't pass up getting this Cindy pin. Okay, next we have 2 very randoms. I've never collected this character nor this movie because honestly, this movie just like doesn't have any special meaning to me, but this may be like a little character that I have a little small side collection of for my randoms, because she does have some adorable pins, and that is Marie from the Aristocats. This pin they showed, and I had to get it because I do love the coquette vibe. I love bows. Bows are like everything to me. And this is a pink glittery bow and a very pink and white pin. So I love Marie's vibe. You guys, if you can see the actual glitter in the enamel, it is gorgeous. And I just saw the pink bow and I had to get it. And then they showed this one and I was like, well, I'm gonna get it too because it's so cute. But here we have the 3 kitties, Marie, Berlioz, and Toulouse, stacked on top of each other, and they're just so sweet. The next pin that I got is an Inside Out pin. This says it's on an Inside Out 2 backer card, but this is kind of more of an Inside Out 1 Inside Out pin, but it's pin on pin, and I just think it's really, really neat. So it's pretty large too in circumference, but here is this pin of Joy and Bing Bong in the wagon, and they're like going to the moon, as Bing Bong would say. And then it has the rainbow dust, or cloud of smoke rather. This is just a cool pin in my opinion. This is really unique. There's not a ton of Bing Bong pins out there, but the rainbow smoke I just thought was really cool. The last pin I purchased from them is this large Little Mermaid pin, and it is gorgeous. It is her sitting on her rock with the rising sun or setting moon, I guess. I don't know. I'm seeing if it says. Oh, no, it just says Ariel sitting on rock on the tag. So I think it's the sun since it's yellow like that. But it is like such a good size. It's pin on pin, such a hefty pin. And spoiler alert, I got 2 giveaways in their pin sale yesterday, and this was one of them. I was not able to choose which ones I got. I probably would not have gotten that one because I have it now. But it's gonna make a super nice trader or set for sale pin. So anyways, yeah, I now am going to own 2 of those for a moment. And then I did win 1 giveaway from this live pin sale from them. I definitely would not have picked this one if y'all know me, but I do think this will make a great trader because this is a huge franchise. This is called the Scrump Big Head. I do not collect Lilo and Stitch. I do not get the hype about Stitch personally, but this is a double pin back. It's very, very large, and like I said, I think this will make a good trader as Stitch, like there's so many Stitch collectors and Stitch fans. So yeah, that was my pink a la mode pin haul from their December end of month live sale. Next I have this pin that I honestly do not remember where I got it from. I'm thinking it was from the live sale for this next little batch of pins I'm gonna show you, but I cannot remember, so I don't want to say it was, but it really doesn't matter. This is a Loungefly Disney pin. It comes in the pin box. It's a big pin, and it's limited edition 1000, I'm reading on the back, but here we have this gorgeous Ariel and Flounder, and it's kind of like the Disney Profiles pins that are so expensive because it's round and it has that beautiful like bubble etching in the background. I just think this is like a really pretty staple pin, and it's like a classic. It's just a classic little like Flounder Ariel BFF pin. So cute. All right. We're now moving into my last little grouping, and that is from a live sale I attended on Instagram mid-December. and I think their tag is Mr. and Mrs. Disney Pins. I can't remember. They had a great live sale. And anyways, the first one that I got is this little Disney Santa Olaf, or Winter Olaf rather. This is what he looks like. Just a really cute little wintry Christmas Olaf pin. It'll go great in my little Frozen collection. The next one is a true Inside Out 2 pin, and I loved this one because this is like a cast cluster, a character cluster, if you will, because it has all the emotions. It has the new emotions. We have anxiety, embarrassment, ennui, and envy, and then we have the other 5 like OG characters. So it's a good size, but I loved Inside Out 2, and I think that's just cute showing all of them together. The next one I purchased is one of, I don't even know if I can say where this truly came from. I won't get it correct, but this is a Sleeping Beauty pen. Sleeping Beauty is kind of like a very off-side collection that I have. I don't collect Aurora, but I think I just love her Make It Pink, Make It Blue, because I love baby pink and baby blue. And when you see this pen, you'll understand why I love this pen. I have this pen of her in her pink dress. They made, like one year they made this monthly release special edition box. They did different movies each month, and they sent 3 pins in each one, and there was like an assortment of like 6 or 7, and you didn't know which ones you would get. It would just be like a random 3. But anyways, they did this pin, and I have the one of her in her pink dress. I just saw it and I thought it was gorgeous, and I really didn't like know anything else about the box thing, but they were like, yeah, they also made it in her blue dress, and ever since knowing that, I have also wanted her blue dress to have them side by side. And so now I have the blue dress. So here it is, her in a blue dress, but as you can see, the baby pink and the baby blue like clouds just make these pens for me. They're also very substantially sized, and I don't need to learn any more about these boxes because I'm sure there's plenty of other movies that they made, and I would love so many of those, and those are never cheap pens. The one I got before that someone was selling, I know I paid like a decent amount, and then I definitely paid a decent amount for this one too. So I don't need to see any more of those, but at least I now have them side by side. And like I said, they're very limited, they're very rare. They're from a little bit ago, and I don't think many people like sell the contents of those boxes, so I really just felt like I needed to take the chance when it was in front of me. And the next are 2 fantasy pens, which if you are new to the pen trading world, fantasy pens are not authorized or licensed Disney pens, therefore you cannot trade them in the parks with cast members, but they are of course for trade amongst collectors, and I found that they are really more like great for your personal collection, so you don't want to trade off because they are like very niche typically. They're made by other collectors typically. So anyways, this first one is Winnie the Pooh in a bathtub with bubbles and a rubber duck. I am a huge bath girl. I've always loved baths, and so I also collect Winnie the Pooh and 100 Acre Wood. So anyways, this was like perfect pen for me. Not looking to trade that or give that one up. That's going in my personal collection. And the last one is another fantasy pen. I think these were actually created by the same designer, Eliza Pens, but this one is so cute. It's such a good size. And we have the 100 Acre Wood gang in a snow globe decorating a Christmas tree, a lovely little winter scene. I just think that is the sweetest pen. All right guys, and that rounds out this December pen haul. It looks like I've been filming for about 22 minutes as of now, which going through all these pens in that amount of time I think is really good. I was trying to really whip through them so this wouldn't be a forever long video, but if I had all of those other pens with me, one, we would be waiting a while on this video, but also this would be well over an hour. I already know it based on how many I have coming in the mail from the live sales. It's been crazy, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this series of 2024. I do want to go ahead and say that I'm probably not going to do this series again for 2025. My goal is just to do updated Disney pen hauls every once in a while when I have a decent amount to show you. But if you have not watched any of my previous videos over the last few uploads, I am pregnant. My husband and I are expecting midsummer, and I know that financially and time-wise, I am not going to be having probably like too many pins coming in as often as I did this year. Let's say it like that, because this year I did do monthly updates. I went to the parks 3 different times and got some then and yada yada. So yeah, I don't think I'll have the frequency or the quantity to do them as often as I did this year, so I don't want to like commit to monthly hauls, but I will try to gather them as they come in and as I get a good amount, do an updated Disney pen haul video, because I love those. I love when creators that I follow post those, and I hope you do too. But like I said, thank you for staying with me this past year on this monthly pen series journey, and I look forward to all the next year with the pen joy, whatever it looks like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!